And ladies and gentlemen, it took a little bit of time. I'm going to be honest with you. It took a little bit of time, but we have made it to Evil Ricks versus Portal Demons. Evil Ricks on your left-hand side, Portal Demons on your right-hand side. Our bands are coming out swiftly. Odin, Thor, and Bastet band, as well as Yamoja, Heim, and Morrigan. Gonna be your bands for the semifinals match. The winner of this will move on to the best of 3 finals next week. The loser will move on to the 3rd place match. Fantastic. Now, we wait for this first pick coming out. It looks like it's going to be the Itsunami. Itsunami been a strong pick all tournament long. She's just right on the verge of being bannable for people, which means she is often going to be first, second picked because she's just in that spot of like being on the edge, teetering on the ban. Teetering. Kukulkan and Xing 10, though, immediately going to get locked in. Seen a whole lot of them this tournament. Seen a whole lot of them do very, very well. Not surprising picks whatsoever. We're going kind of straight down the meta tree, trying to grab the best gods that we can. There's the Hunbats for the jungle, of course. Been performing extremely well this tournament, even in games where Hunbats had lost. Still had strong performances. And Kumbhakarna getting locked in. Once again, a popular support pick. I like locking it in before the other team has an opportunity to ban it. I do like that a lot. And Hachiman getting locked in for the ADC. I like Hachiman into the Itsunami because Hachi's ulti does see Itsunami in stealth. If Itsunami tries to dash away, you can Hachi ulti immediately and it will homing seek her missile in stealth and hit her and take her out of stealth for you. Merlin gonna go ahead and get banned. They've already got their Kukulkan, so they're gonna start getting rid of some mid laners that they don't want to deal with. Susano taken off the table. We have seen Susano banned quite a bit. He doesn't get nerfed until February 25th. So he is quite annoying to deal with, particularly as a mid laner and as an Itsunami. Itsunami can't stealth away from him because he throws the 3 on you and then you're stuck. Kukulkan being taken off the board. Thank God, so I don't have to say Kukulkan and Kukulkan during the team fights. Thank you. They did that mostly for me. And Adaji being taken off the board. Back over to Hark Rebellion to see what they want here. They still need themselves a solo laner and a jungler. It's going to be an RDO, looks like solo lane. Could be a Xing 10 solo RDO support. Definitely not too crazy if they switch those around. Hera being looked at for the mid lane. I love Hera into Kukulkan. A good old Argus to chase down Cuckoo. He can't jump over a wall or anything. Argus can be just as fast, if not faster. And a Vamana into Kukulkan. I love both of these picks. Kukulkan has a hard time getting away from either of these characters. Love those picks. Final option over here, probably going to be some sort of jungler for Tubby. What will they opt to go? A lot of junglers off the board. Odin, Thor, Bastet, Susano, Daji, all taken off the board. Hunbats, because he's been picked. Vamana even. Morrigan even. So many jungle picks off the board. Still good stuff left, though. Things like Surcat, Mercury, Kali. They've got options. Raven actually wouldn't be bad here. Actually like Raven into this team comp a lot. Thanatos. Tubby does play a lot of Thanatos. He's known for it. Yep. He's going to be locking in that Thanatos. He's got quite a few stars on Thanatos. He plays a whole lot of him. So that's actually not that surprising of a pick. As far as team comps go, wowzer, look at this. Vamana, Kumbhakarna, Itsunami, Hera, and Hunbat. That's a very, very scary team comp. Then we've got Kukulkan, Hachi, RDO, Xingtian, Thanatos. Not quite as scary, but definitely playing to the individual players on that team. More so picking comfort picks. Sometimes comfort picks are better than meta picks, you know? It all depends on exactly how comfortable you are on playing those meta pick gods. At the end of the day, if you don't feel like that you're better with them, if you don't feel like you're better with them than you are with your comfort picks, then you might as well pick a comfort pick. So I've got nothing against that. Nothing against it at all. And in about 2 minutes, we will be dragged into our final tournament game of the day. Afternoon, sweets. How are you doing? How are you doing? Tubby on Thana indeed, baby. Indeed. Well, that's because he was role-playing as a mage, Jake, obviously. Obviously. Yeah, I tell you right now, I would not be voting against our boys in blue. That's a hard comp to beat. Ooh. That is just such a very, very well-picked composition. Very well. You made homemade pizza? Very nice. The wife made homemade pizza for Valentine's Day. And we watched Knives Out. She wanted to watch Knives Out on Valentine's Day. So I said, sure, why not? Fun movie. It was fun. A little silly. It is a very good matchup for Hera. The only thing annoying about the Kukulkan Hera matchup is the early game walking into a tornado to clear as Hera. Other than that, once you get to level 5, super in favor of Hera. Super in favor. You kind of feel like Hera's good versus any mage? Hera's pretty much good versus any mage. That's a fair statement. She's just extra good against gods that don't have jumps. If you don't have a jump, that means Argus is on you, and Argus will not leave. He won't leave. I don't know if you've ever tried to walk away from an Argus. It's not possible. He's got his speedy McSpeed shoes on. He cannot be outrun. My dude's an Olympic track athlete. All right. Let's get into it. Moving on to our second semi-finals match. Evil Ricks and Portal Demons will be going head-to-head. The winner of this game will put themselves in the prize pool. The prize pool, I tell you. Bum, 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 da, da. Let me know in the chat what you're rooting for. Are you rooting for Evil Ricks? Are you rooting for Portal Demons? Do you have a favorite player, a favorite god you're rooting for? Let them know down in the chat as we get this all organized and ready. I'm very excited. I hope to see some big plays coming out. Some big, big plays. All right. Let's get our solo laners up top. And our junglers. Our mid laners. Our ADCs. And our support. Warriors blessings coming out from our solo laners. We've got nice Assassin's Blessing. Nothing crazy. Book of Thoth getting started on Kukulkan. We got a quick pause coming out because it looks like Mr. Hoonbats has a hard time connecting right now. They're just waiting for him to get in. Taking him a little extra second. Sometimes it takes some people a little bit of an extra moment to log into the game. Looks like he's connecting just fine. We've got Itsunami and Hachi going the Hunter's Blessing route. Kumba with a tier 2 shell. No, tier 2 shell. Is it? No, that's a tier 1 shell with a chalice in multi-pots is what that is. Compared to Xing Tian, who's opting for the tier 1 boots. Already action in the duo lane. They can't help themselves. They got to get some poke out. First damage is first win, you know?
Minions have spawned.
First damage is first win. Hunmat. Just walking up down the mid lane to put down a ward. Made me nervous there for a second. Vamana proxy farming over in solo already. Look at that. Going and slapping the wave ahead of RDO, getting as much advantage as he can. Not going to let anything get in the way of maximizing his clear. As we move into the duo lane, Itsunami Kumakarna should have no problems whatsoever pushing these guys back. Good slow onto Xing Tian. Going to get him some decent little damage out there. Nothing's going to come of that. Kukulkan clearing out that wave. We talked about how that level 1 is very annoying for Hera. He's going to get the level 2. Smartly, he's going to go clear those small camps instead of going for like a red steal or something. That's the way I prefer to see that for Cuckoo. He would have not cleared the red in time before Hera could have gotten there. But now he does get a little bonus XP. He'll throw down his tornado again on the wave and then move in and get some extra XP in left lane. Meanwhile, in the dual lane, though, we actually do have a fight breakout. Kumakarna pressing in towards them. They're level 2, but they're actually taking a fair amount of damage themselves. Evil Rix was feeling themselves, but they kind of pushing past the wave, and they were taking a decent bit of damage there from those creeps. Now back to farming in the mid lane. Both teams are going to get their red buff, but as you can see, Kukulkan is level 3. That is because he has both of those little harpy camps now, not to mention you got one all by himself. Going to give him a nice little lead over that Hera. Nothing significant, though. Kumakarna keeps playing aggressive over in this duo lane, just looking for poke and poke and poke and poke, as you should be doing on Kumba. They actually might be able to collapse on this if they want to. I mean, they could just go for the wave clear as well. They're going to take a little bit of time to do that. It's probably not even worth if Portal Demons can actually grab the lane clear. They should be able to. They're going to get level 3. They might be able to force a fight here. Nothing says they can't just go and force a fight right now. Jump on top of them. Ooh, just a little bit scared. They're backing up. They want to go get their purple buff. There was possibly an opportunity there to play aggressive. Itsunami didn't have her dash. They probably could have forced an active, an Aegis, a shell, something there. But not going to jump on that. Vamana and RDO, can you believe what they're doing over here? They're farming the solo lane. All right. Ooh, Hera gets a nice little polyproc on that Cuckoo. Just a little poke damage. Back over to the duo lane, though. We see Portal Demon still maintaining a little bit of clear in the lane. They're backing up, though. They're afraid of the Itsunami. They really don't have to be. You can see Itzy's already down to half HP. They are not going to need to be afraid. I think they're just missing a little bit of confidence right now, but they're getting some good, solid poke out, some good damage. As long as they can maintain some decent wave clear, they're going to be fine over in that lane. 3 minutes into this game, no deaths yet. Teams are both just farming, trying not to get behind in the XP department. Farming is very, very important in Season 7, particularly for the mid laner and the jungler. I don't hate seeing them just farm that. That's actually a fairly low Hera. If Tubby blinks on this, he thought about it. Oh, he has beads, not blink. He didn't think about, I tell you right now, he definitely didn't think about blinking because he has a beads. Not very often I see Tubby get a beads on Thana, not a blink. He's playing very serious right now. Got them serious actives for the Hunbats and the Hera. Not going to be surprised, though, to see him popping an ulti over to that mid lane to grab that Hera as soon as possible, force some of her actives. Everybody chilling back here, just getting their farm on. Warden has been staying with low HP. But he has to stay for that wave. You can't let that one go. And that's going to put him real low for this Thanatos, who has him in the threshold. That shield won't save you from a threshold if he can reach it. And he does reach it. That's a first blood there for Tub. We talked about that. He got the level 5. He headed on over. Lands on the Hera. No shield will save you from that execute. She has beads. She couldn't even Aegis it. Nothing she could do right there besides not put herself in that threshold range to the creeps. That's a nice kill there for the Thanatos. Famana's got a little bit of pressure over here in the solo lane. You would expect that. He's getting a nice, not a ton of bonus, but just a little bit, pushing him back towards his tower. He might actually be able to play aggressively towards the blue buff if he so desires. He does have his ultimate up. Stopped the back once again. That's pretty annoying. Effective, but annoying. Kumakarna looking to play aggressively on that purple buff. He's not going to find it. But he is zoning out Portal Demons from the wave right now. Interesting. They're getting completely zoned. They missed at least 2 or 3 creeps because of that. They're playing so very afraid. But, I mean, Shinten Hachi's got a good fight, baby. Believe in yourself. Get some poke out there in the world. Get yourself ready for some sort of nice grab. Itanami has Aegis, not beat. Force her to use her dash and smack him with that Shinten ult. You got this. But for now, they are content to play a little bit passive. Let their Kukulkan and Thanatos try to get about their lives. Not cause any hindrance. They're not really getting behind, but they're not going to get ahead. They're just trying to let their mid-jungle do their thing. 6 minutes in, 1 kill, only a 300 gold difference. Both of these teams know what's at stake, and so they're playing very carefully to make sure they don't do anything silly to put themselves at a deficit early. So who will make the first move, though, to play aggressive? Looks like we got 3 folks in mid for Portal Demons. Shinten does have a shell, not a blink, though. In fact, there is no blinks right now in this game. Not very often you see not 1 blink picked up. They were rotating over looking for the oracles, but they're not going to find them because the oracles are not up right now. Harakumba getting their small camps. Everybody on that farm train. Only real difference right now, we can see a little contagion coming out from RDO. I don't mind that at all. Physical defense, plus you get some anti-heal for the Vamana right off the bat. That's nice. It's going to be hard to reach that Hera. Hera's shield gives her so much movement speed. Cuckoo, too, gives him so much movement speed. So between them, that's just a lot. And Kuma's just going to go ahead and dash himself right out of that. Keeping himself out of harm's way. No concern there whatsoever. Both teams still just farming. Looking for a little bit of poke here and there. Kuma's moving forward towards the purple buffs. Shinten's moving forward towards Hera in the mid lane. Supports are trying to find something, but nobody's being given anything for free right now. They're going to have to go pretty deep to find themselves in a combat situation, which might just be out of position. So nobody wants to put themselves in that spot right now. 3 mid again for Portal Demons with only 2 mid for Evil Ricks. Thanatos is going to go clear that red buff, though. Kumba's zoning out with a root, so Hera can get her farm. A little 1v1 over in the duo lane. We talked about this earlier. Hachi can see Itsunami in stealth, so if at any point Itsunami tries to dash away, Hachi can follow up with the ulti, which slows Itsunami and then puts her in a bad spot. Great 1v1 coming out from Dome right there. That's a good play. That is a good play. Hunmatch, though, rotating over to the duo lane, trying to get a collapse kill onto Hachi. They know Hachi. Oh, no. They know Hachi. Aegis is down. They know his ulti is down. Will he be able to collapse on him? He will get the 2 off. That is going to be a kill. But Thanatos is coming in with the ulti. He lands on top of him, hits the scythe, hits the silence, and will get the kill. Aegis almost keeps Hunmatch alive throughout that. Just not quite. His jump must have been coming up real soon. Good try. Kumakarna, Itsunami back in the lane. We got a Shinten Thanatos over here. Thanatos' ulti is obviously down from just a moment ago. And Shinten is just going to hippity-hoppity right away from any danger. Still basically even this game. Portal Demons has a 2-kill lead, but if you look at the graphs, only a 300 gold lead, 800 XP lead. That's irrelevant at this point of the game. Nothing significant, but there is going to be a Vamana rotation into the mid lane. Cuckoo uses his ulti towards the Hera, and now Vamana is getting ready to get some massive damage out. He's diving for it. He knows the Cuckoo ult is down, but he is not going to feel safe underneath the tower. Xingtian coming in with the ult. Great play. Forces the Hera beads. Might just force a Vamana ulti while he's at it. Nothing quite yet, though. There it is. Thanatos is rotated over. Hera puts herself in a bad spot. Bakuma with a great ulti for the peel will get Thanatos off of his Hera. Hachi is trying to rotate over. He does have his ultimate up. Not gonna commit all the way, though. Looks like he wants to rotate back over to the dual lane. That was some great Kumbhakarna peel right there to get Thanatos off his team. Thanatos not done with this fight, though. Lands back on Vamana. I don't think he'll be able to get that kill, though. In fact, he might find himself on the wrong side of this. He has to beach to get out. The Hunbat's ulti comes out. He's still stuck inside of it. The Itchy autos and the Hunbat's 2 will be enough. Hunbat's continues to go in towards the Kukulkan, and Evil Rix is not ready to be the team behind in this one. Great root coming out from Kumbhakarna as the RDO finally makes her way over. Takes some good poke here in the mid lane as Evil Rix even this game up completely. Good rotations from the whole squad, making sure that they were there for that fight. Kukulkan keeping himself just back far enough to make sure he doesn't die. We see the Bloodforge build coming out from Dome once again. Has that full Bloodforge. Really going to let him snowball if he can get himself in a nice fight with that. Itsunami opting for a little bit more traditional Transcendence build. Hunbat's went Transcendence. Thanatos went the Jotun's Wrath for the cooldown. Moving his way into a Hydra's. Don't mind that build on a Thanatos at all. 30% cooldown equals lots of size. Lots of size equals lots of damage and lifesteal. They do have themselves a nice little 500 gold lead. Better than being 500 gold down. Kukulkan looks like he might be going immediately into either a Book of the Dead to stay alive, or perhaps a Soul Reaver for some percent damage plus the mana that it gives you, which is a great item on Kukulkan. Wouldn't mind either one. Kind of would have preferred he got some sort of pen item first if he was going to... I mean, I guess Soul Reaver has pen if he does that. I almost would have liked to see a Karen's coin if he's going to go a more traditional build like that. Kumbhakarna moving straight up on the Kukulkan, forcing him to use his beads. A great Xingtian ult, though, will be followed up with a Cuckoo ult. A Thanatos ult. Kumba tries to ult the Cuckoo to get him out of there. Hunbat follows up to get his Kumbhakarna out of that mess. 1 for nothing. That's a dead Hera, and that's a low Kumba. No Kumba ulti. No Hunbat's ulti. Good play from Portal Demons right there. Hark really coming in with that Xingtian ult. Grabs him, throws him in the tower. Gives him a nice free setup. Thanatos is 3-1 right now. Dome trying to put pressure over here on this one and only. He has the ulti, but he ultis into an Itsunami ulti. Absolutely does not back down from that fight. Does not get intimidated. Throws down the ult on the ult and takes the 1v1. They have each now 1v1'd each other. You'll love to see a good back and forth duo ADC battle. Great play right there from this one and only. So very close from Dome, but not quite enough. That is how you man mode that lane. Love to see it. Vamana doing Vamana things. Level 14 proxy farming over here in the solo. Really hard to punish Vamana. I mean, look at that build. Warrior's Blessing, Gladiator Shield, Genji's Guard with a sprint. Because he has the upgraded sprint, he doesn't need to hasten Fatalis or anything. Very annoying. Very hard to collapse on. Speaking of collapsing on, Hunbat's trying to collapse on an RDO, not known particularly for being easy to collapse on. So she's going to just kind of waddle herself out of this situation. Kumba has rotated over. He does land the root on her. I don't know if that's the target that they want, though. Kukulkan gets big damage onto Vamana. That's a pop shell from the Kumbhakarna right there as Hera rotates in, gets the poly, gets the ulti, gets the one, hasn't put down the Kukulkan yet. We do have Tubby putting down people in the back line. He gets one. He goes for the double kill. He misses the auto attacks, though, as Hunbat is juking. They do pick it up with the Xingtian. Hera has no shield up right now. They might be able to continue to dive into this. Vamana put down. Hunbat's put down. A good fight for the Portal Demons as Thanatos puts himself at 4-1. Has the Hydras finished with the Jotun's Wrath, 30% CDR. Itsunami this time, not so hot, coming in with the ulti, but she misses it. Hachi ulti is up. She needs to be a little bit careful here. She knows that this could be problematic. Doesn't get hit out of stealth, luckily, though, so she'll be able to walk away. Meanwhile, Kuma trying to get them off of the Pyromancer, just throws down a Mez. Doesn't have anything to steal it, unfortunately, so he just walks away. As Portal Demons have a small 1,000 gold lead, but a more significant 3,000 XP lead. Right now, this game is about Thanatos, 5,800 damage. He is topping the charts for his team. Hachi doing pretty good over there in the dual lane as well. Actually is down a little bit of XP, though. If we go and look at the XP per minute as well, you're going to see Vamana is going to be the one crushing this. 633 XP per minute. Kukulkan not doing bad himself, upwards of 600. But Vamana with those proxy farms is just getting the best of these fights. Tubby getting a huge scythe on the Hunbats. That looks like it's going to be it for him. That's an Aegis down. That's a Hera ult down. Looks like he might get clapped on himself. That's a 1-for-1 trade. Jungler for the jungler. Xing 10 goes for an ulti onto the Kumakarna. Not going to find him. Has a 3-level lead. Xing 10 over Kumakarna. That's crazy right now. You can see he already has the Relic Dagger online for more shells and more blinks. After that Thebes, which is already fully stacked compared to Kumba, only has 18 stacks on that Thebes. That could prove to be a problem. They're all sitting around the Gold Fury trying to decide if they want to do it, but they kind of used a lot right there. Neither team feeling super confident that they're going to be able to make that happen. So they're going to let it go, reset, back to farming. This Xing 10 is a big boy. Level 13 Xing 10 running at your dome is a scary thing when he's already got 20% CDR, minus 40 seconds off of his blink and shell cooldowns. Vamana has started trying to rotate around this map. He is pretty big, but, I mean, that's a Kukulkan, man. Kukulkan is swinging right now. He does have that Soul Reaver. He opted for it, which is giving him so much damage on his entire kit. It's a great item. Mandatory, really, for Kukulkan. But they're not going to find any kills off of it, and Hera is very content to just sit here and farm. Oh, there comes the Xing 10. He blinks in. He gets the ulti off, which forces the beads. That's really all that he needs. That's a great Aegis from Hera, keeping her alive through that. She's going to get clapped on over the wall. There it is. Thanatos on the other side, though, gets a huge scythe onto Hunbats. Will he be able to continue this kill? He will. He grabs it. Vamana dashing in on him. Now he's got to find a way out of this one. Luckily, he's got a Xing 10 coming to peel for him, so they can't get anything off of it. Great kills right there. That's 2 down and a tower. Evil Rick's trying to push in and find anything off of this. Itsunami unfortunately misses the ulti. Kumakarna going to be thrown into his passive and put down for his positioning right now. Vamana not able to get killed, but he's still running at him. Tornado will get that Itsunami as well. That's a dead Vamana. Ardio chasing out the Itsunami. Should be a free Gold Fury for the Portal Demons. Great, great fight right there coming out from them. 6-2 on Tubby on that Thanatos, making good plays, really putting a lot of pressure on Hunbats to keep him out, force him to use ultis on just himself. If we go and look now at this graph, 3,700 gold, 7,000 XP. That is a significant lead. First one of the game here at the 18-minute marker. Hera did a great job trying to stay alive right there. Unfortunately, just not able to make it through all of the nonsense thrown at her. She beats the Xing 10 blink ult. She Aegises the Kukulkan and just kept getting attacked underneath her tower. So very many. So very many. Kumakarna once again finding himself in a bad spot. Getting Xing 10 ultied right into his Kukulkan, but he's actually going to put his Kukulkan in a weird spot now because he got Kumakarna ultied immediately, forces the beads. Hunbats unfortunately ultis him while his beads are up, so they don't get anything on that. Has to jump out of there. Vamana shows up to try to keep him off, but Thanatos is feeling like he wants to go in on this. Right onto the Hunbats again. This poor guy, but a great Poly comes out. A great Kumamez. That's beats down on Thanatos, but he is going to find so many heals from his scythe. Scythe after scythe after scythe will keep him alive. Kumakarna in the mid lane looking for some action. Thanatos will blink out of the fray and live through that. Extremely lucky. Those Thanatos scythes are just saving the day. So hard hitting, so much sustain. Hachi right here taking some good damage from Itty. It's a great Itty ult. She's diving in. She's looking for it. Hachi will have the ulti to get away if he... Well, no, he doesn't. It's actually on cooldown still, meaning he's in a horrible spot. That's Aegis down on Hachi, man. His dash is coming up. He's trying to beat to get out. He does get picked off, though, by Itsunami. Itsunami can still fight this. She actually walks into the tornado, unfortunately. There's the Cuckoo ult. It does not land. Holy cow. Itzy almost dashes into it on accident, but Kukulkan will find the pickup with his sneeze ability. Picking up that kill. Another good fight for Portal Demons as they slow but steadily extend that lead out right now. 5,000 gold. More importantly, 10,000 XP. Look at this. 1 level down in solo. 4 in the jungle. 3 in mid. 1 level lead actually. Miss 1 and only over Dome. And down 3 in support is Evil Rick. Thanatos going into the air again, but he's not going to find anybody, so he's just going to land in the middle lane. Evil Rick's not out of it. They've got a great late game team comp. Hera, Hunbats, Vamana, Itsunami, Kumba, G. Willikers, Mister. The Tubby, the Satan will eventually start to drop off. Not anytime soon. They got to make it at least another 10 minutes. But he will eventually start to drop off compared to the Hunbats in these team fights. And he is pretty squishy, which means he will be susceptible to one-shots if they can force a beads on him. If they can get a Hera ult combination onto a Kumakarna ult, boom, one shot, he'll be out of the fight. That will take a massive damage dealer out for them. Unfortunately, that Kukulkan is starting to come online as well. Look at this player damage. Kukulkan has now overtaken Thanatos as the top damage. Zoning out Vamana, Xing 10 is while they come back to do this Pyro. They may not get in here in time. Should be a free Pyromancer. Doesn't quite hit the Vamana with it as well. He did try, though. It was a good attempt. Hunbats looking for them in the back line. Tubby doesn't have his beads up. This is the time to go get him if they can. He is going to quickly ulti, though, to make sure he doesn't get caught out by anything. Vamana has to counter ulti to make sure he doesn't get collapsed on. Tubby lands back in the mess of it. Xing 10 is chasing for the Hunbats. He ultis to peel for himself. Actually, a really good, smart ultimate. Hera hits him with the poly throughout the wall. Over in the dual lane, there's a 1v1 going on once again, and Dome will win that one. That goes the way of Hachi. Back and forth are those 1v1s, 2 for 2 against each other. Tubby picks up a kill onto the Hunbats over in the mid lane. 3 members of Evil Ricks find themselves in solo. Unfortunately, their mid and duo lane towers are going to find themselves getting put down right now. They've got to come try to peel. Thanatos finds himself stuck again, but he's so fast. Look at that speed, baby. Zoom, zoom goes the race car as Hachi gets this tier 2 tower for free after he got that 1v1. Meaning back in the mid lane, Portal Demons is grouped up with 4 people. They're looking for some action. Huge slow onto Vamana. Unfortunately, not going to land the ultimate, but they won't need the ultimate to land. Still picking it up on the Cuban. 16-5, read the kills. 10,000 gold lead. That's going to be another tier 2 tower down. And that's going to bring it over 10,000 gold. Way over 10,000 experience. Now, this is a massive, massive lead for the Portal Demons here in the semifinals. This is their game to drive to the finish. Now what we want to see from them is nice, safe, smart calls. They don't need to do anything super risky. We don't need to see Phoenix dives. We don't need to see nothing silly. They grab themselves a Primal Fury, going to give them some more damage over onto the Fire Giant. Now they back up, spend their gold, get prepped. If you go look at the gold in hand right now, look at all that. 3,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. They need to go back and spend, get their items, get some sentry wards. Go get prepped up for the Fire Giant because Evil Ricks really shouldn't be able to contest the Fire Giant at this point. If I'm Evil Ricks, I just look for farm right now. I look for split push. I let them have the Fire Giant. I let them have that right side T2. And I go for a big Phoenix defense with my Hunbat, Hera, Vamana. You still have potential there. Phoenix are pretty hard to push. And we've seen plenty and plenty of throws at the Phoenix line, so they need to find as much farm as they can, get as high level, get as much gold, get all of their farm off the map so that Portal Demons can't take it, and get nice and prepped for a Phoenix defense. If they're really feeling crazy, they might be able to ward up Fire Giant, set one person around there like an Itsunami, and go for the steal. That's extremely risky. If it doesn't work, it could be the end of the game. If it does work, it could buy them another 5 to 10 minutes, though. So it'd be up to them to see how that goes. RDL looking at Vamana right now, but nothing's going to happen there. Thanatos might be able to do good damage to Vamana right now. He doesn't land the scythe, so not as good damage as he would have liked to. Kumakarna finds himself in a bad spot over here in the solo lane. Looks like he's just trying to get back to his tier 2 tower. He's going to be able to, so that's going to be fine. Hunmatch is going in, looking for some pressure. Down to 25 HP is Hachi, man. Thanatos is in the air, though. He's going to look for somebody in the back line. He's looking for Hunmatch as soon as he lands. Yes, he does, but Kumakarna with great peel. Hera comes down with the ulti as well to get him off of him, and this fight might just be turning. Kukulkan looking for some folks in the back line. Will he get a big ulti off? It's going to be close. He misses the sneeze. He misses the tornado. The fight continues, but he lands the ulti on Vamana and Kumakarna, turning the fight back around for his squad. Now Hera has to try to get out of this. She gets rooted by Xing. She gets put down by the Thanatos. And now it looks like Portal Demons will have themselves a free Fire Giant and a tier 2 tower. Great attempt there from Evil Ricks. They just are so far behind, they couldn't quite put anybody down. So very low. That Cuckoo ulti, though, so problematic. Up until that point, it looked like it could go either way. And then just deleting the big baby off of the map. And Kumakarna brought way too low to continue to help his team. Portal Demons acquire the Fire Giant. Look at these graphs. 22,000 XP, 15,000 gold. As far as the damage charts go, look at these boys on top. Thanatos, then Hachi, then Kukulkan, all ahead of Evil Ricks. Just not able to get out that same level of damage. To be fair, when you're that many levels and gold behind, you wouldn't expect to be able to get out as much damage. So now we move into the Phoenix defense stage of the game. 26 minutes, very standard time to be at a Phoenix defense. Actually, a little bit longer in the game. You'd expect Phoenix defenses to start a little bit closer to like the 23-minute marker. So Evil Ricks holding on pretty strongly, considering how much gold and experience they are down. They need to be careful not to get picked off here. Xing will always have his blink and combo up because of that relic dagger that he got. Kumakarna has his as well, but he's only level 15, which means it's so much harder for him to frontline in these battles. Being that many levels down, much squishier. And now we get set up for the Phoenix situation. You're going to see Portal Demons pushing out at least 2 waves right now. They're pushing out dual lane with Hachi, and they're pushing out mid lane. Not sure why the Cuckoo went back to grab that camp. Looks like they're going to have him stop and shove out the solo lane, perhaps. Maybe that's why he went over there. He's not with them right now. They're kind of split up. They're going to have to back up off of this. They're not deciding to push a Phoenix right now. They're just going to chill out. They do at some point need to get grouped up. They've got a solid, though, minute and a half left on Fire Giant, so they're not in any crazy rush. It wouldn't be a bad idea for them to go pushing out all 3 lanes. Wouldn't hate that at all. We see the Kukulkan build coming to a close. He's got a very interesting build running. He's got 40% pen because Soul Reaver has pen, Warlock Sash has pen, and then Worlds has 20% pen. Plus, Obsidian Shard gives an extra 10% pen on your first ability cast every 10 seconds. So he actually has 50% if you were to use that on a Tornado, ulti, whatever, on that first ability. Not bad. Plus, he's going to be so hard to kill. The Warlock Sash HP. He's got an extra 225 health. He's got the Book of the Dead, so he's got a huge HP pool from that. Not to mention, I'm sure his power is out the absolute wazoo right now. Very safe and strong Kukulkan build. Safe and strong. Evil Ricks has been doing a good job just trying to grab XP where they can. Vamana level 20. Hunbat's almost there. Itsunami level 20. But now all 3 lanes are getting pushed up. Fire Giant is still on Portal Demons for a significant amount of time. Enough for them to push in for a Phoenix. Looks like mid lane is going to be where we see the action at. Vamana already down to half HP. Boy, golly. He went a little bit more of an aggressive build with like the hasten here at the end, causing him to take so much damage. Tubby by himself over in the duo lane. Just trying to look for some sort of 1v1 pick-off opportunity. They've got a lot of front line on Portal Demons with the RDO, with the Xingtian. Not only that, it's going to be hard to kill that backline with that Kukulkan being as tanky as he is. And you always have to worry about the Thanatos ulting in from above. RDO diving in. Xingtian diving in. They're going straight for the Itsunami. That's a Beads. That's an Aegis. Thanatos might find himself all the way in. He stops at the Phoenix line. Goes and birds of Beads. Goes and birds and Aegis on the Hera. Both of their Beads and Aegis down for their carries. Itsunami lands a pretty nice ulti in here, but not enough damage right now. Kumakarna lands himself an ulti onto Dome. Will they find him? That's a Beads and Aegis down. They do not get the kill. Hunmatch goes down to the Kukulkan ult, though. Dome gets a return kill on Vamana. That's a 2-for-0 trade right now. This should be it, ladies and gentlemen. Itsunami has stealthed herself out, but she won't make it back to the fountain in time. Xingtian will jump in there and grab the kill. And this Titan will go down at the 30-minute marker. Evil Ricks tried to hold on, but Portal Demons will be moving on to the finals. 30-minute game, 22-5, 10-2. Thanatos, really good plays from the jungler. Unfortunately, Evil Ricks just couldn't find their footing. Early game, they were both doing strong in the farm department, but once those team fights started to start, they kept farming a little bit too much and didn't get cohesive team fights going off, allowing our Portal Demons to win the match. Not horrible damage numbers coming out. You can see 14K, 14K, 11K. Pretty decent spread across the board. Unfortunately, 21 and 20 coming out from this mid-jungle combo. That's a hard one to deal with right there, baby. A good old Kukulkan Thanatos combo will bring the Portal Demons to the finals. But not for nothing, Evil Ricks will make themselves into the 3rd place matchup next weekend. Still competing, still on the board. You can see the final tally here for our game. Bronze for Hire versus Portal Demons in the finals next Sunday. And those, of course, in the 3rd place match will be Sweet Gamer Boys versus Evil Ricks. Absolutely wonderful games today, ladies and gentlemen. For everybody that competed today, whether you won or you lost, big flexes for you for competing and trying your hardest. Congratulations to everybody that made the finals, that made it to the 3rd place match. You played very well today. And our next tournament day will be next Sunday, exactly 1 week from today. We will continue and wrap up our February tournament. This is a great time to mention that you can sign up for the March tournament. The March tournament will be a Joust 3v3. So make sure you get signed up in the month of February for the March tournament. Tournament signups are always the month after you're currently in. So all February tournaments signups are for March. All March tournament signups are for April, etc., etc. So make sure you get yourself signed up. All teams are always random. You sign up by yourself. As a solo, you get randomly assorted onto a team in order to prevent any super teams from forming. And of course, to make sure you have to meet and talk and play with new people so you can meet new friends and meet other folks in the Twitchiest community.